We welcome you back to Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, the final game of a 3-game day here at the Civic Stadium Field. And we finish things up, the final round-robin game for Canada, looking to go an unbeaten 4-0 as they take on the Haudenosaunee for the second time. After they beat them last night, Haudenosaunee winning their first game against England earlier today. They're 1-1 coming in. Travis Eldridge back with you here on Lax Sports Network. World Lacrosse Super Sixes round-robin action between these two teams. Alternating possessions at the start of every quarter. Canada will get the first possession in the red pennies. Haudenosaunee in the purple uniforms here today, as that one is stopped by Paige Crandall. Early strong save by Crandall. She had a great game in the win over England earlier this morning. First win for the Haudenosaunee. Good double team here on the sideline, out of bounds. There's nowhere for Laura Wardenberg to go. Canada gets possession. Stopped by Crandall again. Back-to-back saves for Paige here early. So good start for the Haudenosaunee keeper. That ball was off of her, so as Canada ball, another save. Kick save and a beauty, back-to-back stopped by Crandall. Already 4 stops for the keeper, who goes to Lemoyne. Turnover at midfield, Canada gets it back, trying to break through. Scored 23 goals against the Haudenosaunee last night. That was their second win to move to 2-0. They then beat England 15-8 earlier today. Game you just saw at noon Eastern time. Top 2 teams in the standings at the end of the round robin will play the gold medal game tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Haudenosaunee still has to play England one more time. That game at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Good passing here for England. Better save, Crandall again. My goodness, did she come to play. Hogg. As that pass is too high, turnover for Canada. Let's see if the Haudenosaunee can clear this. Allison Foreman gets it across midfield, and our first look at this offense came from behind in a big way against England. They trailed by 3 entering the fourth quarter against England this morning. They then outscored them 7-1 in the fourth on their way to a 12-9 win. Split the first 2 games here this round robin format after losing to Canada yesterday. Dzikovic gives it up, now screens. Kruger around the outside here for Canada. This is Megan Kinna. Spins back to the left, and she finally breaks through. Former Northwestern Wildcat makes it 1-0 Canada. Pass goes all the way through, trying to track it down. There is JD Burns. She keeps it in. Allie Trice, cross crease pass, and a little slam dunk goal for Paisley Cook. The Haudenosaunee answer. We're all knotted up at 1. Cook coming off a pair of goals in the first game this morning against England. Played for the Haudenosaunee in the World Championships this year. Sean-Lee Wallace has it stripped. Canada keeps possession. Skylar MacArthur, left hand free, but too easy for Crandall. Another stop. Nice move there. Doran up high, too tall. And Canada gets it on the alternate possession. Remember, if you have not caught any of our World Lacrosse Super Sixes action so far, in sixes, it is whoever touches his last goes to the other team when it goes out of bounds, even on a shot. No backup of shots keeping possession like you would see in the field game. Another stop by Crandall. They got an early timeout here as first quarter. I'm going to talk things over. Cam Bomberry talking to this Haudenosaunee team. And what a performance from Paige Crandall in cage. She has just been unbelievable. 7 saves already. We've seen Cameron Halsall, the Canadian goalie, really be the star of the show in a couple of games so far. But instead, it's Crandall. It's Crandall who has been stealing the show so far. 7 saves, and she's got her team tied up at 1 here in the first. Really strong start. And you see what the strategy has been defensively for the Haudenosaunee. Trying to pack it in defensively, dare Canada to take some shots from a little bit further out, and then know that, hey, if Crandall's seen the ball like she is now, those are going to be easier saves than something down on the doorstep. Not much doing here in this offensive set. Really no movement. Move the ball around all you want, but if nobody cuts, easy to defend. Kinna, shot clock winding down. Nice move, and that slides in. It hit Crandall, but able to go in, and Canada up 2-1. A couple of goals for Megan Kinna now. All sorts of trouble. Doran, she had a great game. Sorry, that last goal was Erica Evans, not Kinna. 2 different goal scorers here for Canada. Both Kinna and Evans now kind of turning into veteran members for the Canadian roster. Shot and a score. Great catch and finish by Fawn Porter. Porter now a goal in all 3 games for the Haudenosaunee. Ties it back up at 2. Annabelle Child has it deflected. Crandall comes up with it. Tiana Bomberry gets it over midfield. Bean Minard feeds Trice in transition. That hit off of Halsall, the goalie, out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Haudenosaunee. Trice's pass deflected. Cook did well to catch that. Tries to get it back. Instead, it's Canada coming away with it. Child playing at Harvard, member of both the World Championship and World Games teams for Canada. Also part of the U19 team that won silver back in 2019 for Canada. Evans turned away. Kruger. And it's a shot clock violation. Strong defense there.
And last minute to play in the first quarter, last minute.
Now to a minute to play in this opening quarter. We're tied at 2. This has been fun so far. Burns has a pass intercepted. This is trouble. Canada breakaway. Evans, one on the goalie, and she fakes and scores. Pair of goals for Erica Evans in this first quarter. Canada back on top by 1. It's like a turnover at the top of the key in basketball. It can be trouble going the other way. Great rebound and a score for Porter. She's got a pair. Right place, right time. Fawn Porter ties it at 3. Time winding down in this first quarter. Wallace loses it. Porter sends it down. And that is how this first quarter will end. An entertaining one. Haudenosaunee up to the challenge so far against the Canadians. Back and forth we go, tied at 3 after 1. You're watching World Lacrosse Super 6s on LSN. What a start for Team Haudenosaunee. They have this game tied at 3 after 1. A lot of it thanks to the goalie, Paige Crandall. 7 saves so far, entering her senior year at Lemoyne. Last year, the goals against average under 10 as a junior at Lemoyne. 134 saves in 21 games. Off to a good start as Team Haudenosaunee will start with the ball to start this second quarter after Canada started with it to start the game. Travis Eldridge back with you. You're watching World Lacrosse Super Sixes here from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. First ever Sixes tournament held by Lacrosse Canada. And the home team is off to a 3-0 start, looking to start a perfect 4-0 with a win here today. However, Haudenosaunee up to the challenge, much more competitive than we saw in the 23-4 win by Canada last night in the matchup of these two teams. Quick turnover though. Here comes Canada. Shawnlee Wallace out in front of the pack. Another stop by Crandall. We have a whistle, and we will have our first woman up situation. It's going against Team Haudenosaunee for a hold. Tell you what, though, that may have been a well-timed penalty. You take the hold and you don't give up the goal. First woman up for Canada. Evans at the top. Here's Wallace. Shawnlee Wallace has been a terrific offensive piece throughout this tournament. Zingo gives it up. Shot easy, save for Crandall. This could be dangerous, though. Now you got to try to clear it. Trice gets it, and she plays it up ahead. Ends up with the stick of Bomberry. Tamia Bomberry going to just try to kill off some of this time. Play a little keep away, playing 4-on-5 on this end. Still in along that end line. Long range shot is wide. And you see Mimi Lazor just happen to think you need to back up the shot. That is not a thing in sixes. And it goes out of bounds, and it's your shot. It's the other team's ball. We're back to even strength, 5-on-5. Flip, Kinna. Bounce shot off the pipe. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Canada. Looks like that was last touch by Crandall, got a piece of it. That's why Canada gets to keep the possession. Kinna is thinking about it. Nice shot, better save. Crandall read it the whole way. Now double-digit saves for Paige Crandall, she's got 10. Good pressure by Kinna, but Haudenosaunee gets a step, and it's Tristan Burns with her first today. And Team Haudenosaunee has their first lead. 4-3. Shawnlee Wallace looking to get something going. Really, the story of this game has been Paige Crandall. Canada's gotten some good looks. Just haven't been able to solve the keeper. Good split by Erica Evans, but can't get the shot on frame. Been a frustrating first half for Canada so far, at least on the offensive end. Pass inside. All sorts of traffic. It squeezes in for Janie Burns. The Burns sisters with back-to-back goals, and it's a 5-3 lead. Both of the Burns sisters playing at Onondaga Community College. Obviously a great junior college program, as that shot is going to draw a penalty. Oh, that's a red card. So in the Sixes version of this sport, in the women's side, it is up to the offensive player on the dangerous shot. So if you're used to the field game when it comes to women's lacrosse, you know that you can have a shooting space call. And it's a penalty on the offensive player. Well, here you can make those dangerous shots, but if it hits the defensive If it hits a defender, especially up above the waist, it is an immediate red card, and that's what we have here. Didn't notice who was disqualified for Canada, but it's a 5-on-4 woman up situation for the Haudenosaunee. After that dangerous shot, nice spin move there by Doran. Lazor keeps it alive. Doran feeds, shot kicked away by Halsell, follow wide. And picking it up there on the end line is Chevry. Nice effort there, as it was Zoe Kruger got that red card, and she is now out of this game, so she cannot return. We have a penalty now on the Haudenosaunee, so for the time being, we're going to be 4-on-4, it looks like. It will be 4-on-4 lacrosse with both teams with a player in the box. Even more space to operate for both offenses. See if Canada can take advantage. Evans feeds inside. Great look behind the back. Shot is wide from Zizakovic. It's a good look. I think Zizakovic could have scored a couple of different ways. Opted for the BTB. Couldn't get it on frame. Doran. Still 4-on-4. A lot of space. Trice sets the screen. Looking for the roller there. The long range shot. Paisley Cook. A 6-3 Haudenosaunee lead on Paisley Cook's second of the day. 4 goals here in Saturday alone for Paisley Cook after she scored 2 against England as well. Annabelle Child trying to answer. Bouncer is wide. Chevry looking for something on frame, couldn't find the net. This is a heck of a performance by the Haudenosaunee so far. We're back to even strength, by the way, 5-on-5. As that's a failure to advance for the Haudenosaunee. Here comes Canada again. Alex Matsuoka sweeping around the top. Chevry gives it up. Annabelle Child shoots high. Shooting just hasn't been as sharp as we've seen from Canada. And you have to think that Paige Crandall's got to have gotten in their head a bit. Crandall with a bunch of saves early. And so the Canadian shooters trying to be a little bit more crafty, a little bit more perfect, and it hasn't worked out so far. Chevry takes it away, and she's now out of bounds. And we have a card on Chevry. So she goes to the box, not a red, it's a yellow. But woman up for the Haudenosaunee here in the second quarter. One-minute cross-check on Bianca Chevry. Long-range shot, also stops it, and now collects. Now she's starting to stand up to what we've seen from her throughout the tournament so far. Up ahead to Kinna. Child quickly ahead. Canada not wasting any time. Erica Evans loses it for a second. Nice move. Evans stopped by Crandall. Now 11 saves for Paige Crandall. Haudenosaunee quickly the other way. That's a penalty again.
Last minute of play this quarter, last minute.
Down to a minute to go in this first half. It was an opportunity for Callison Foreman ahead of the pack, and she was fouled. We'll have a timeout for Team Haudenosaunee. And they will be 2 players up 2 players in the box for Canada. And work for Sean Williams, head coach for Canada, serving as the head coach in this tournament, the Super Sixes event for the Canadians. Also getting ready for his first year as the head coach, the Las Vegas Desert Dogs in the National Lacrosse League. Expansion team playing their first year in the league coming up this year. Training camp starting up later this month, early November. Now, what a performance from the Haudenosaunee. I mean, not only did they lose 23-4 last night, but in a matchup of these 2 groups in the World Games in group play, it was a 19-7 win for Canada. So this is one of the best efforts we've seen from Team Haudenosaunee against Canada in 6s, period. Obviously, the roster's different from what we saw in the World Games and even in the World Championships, but this is a terrific performance. Haudenosaunee losing to Australia in the quarterfinals of the World Championships. Behind the back save. Lazor went for the fancy finish. Halsall up to the challenge. Annabelle Child, full head of steam, gives it up. Score. That was just what the doctor ordered. Chevry with her first. About 30 seconds to go in the half. 6-4 lead for our Team Haudenosaunee. Chevry picks it up. And this has really changed the momentum. That was a player down. Chevry came on the field after serving the penalty and scores. And now a chance to cut this to within 1. Unless they're just going to hold it, try to run out the rest of this penalty here at the end of the half. And that is what they will do. So Canada, a player down as we look ahead to the second half, but they get a goal back late in the second quarter. It's a 6-4 Haudenosaunee lead at the break. We'll be back for third quarter action in a bit. But for now, we step aside. Halftime from World Lacrosse Super Sixes action on LSN. We welcome you back to Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Start of the second half. Team Haudenosaunee looking for their second win of the day with a 6-4 lead over unbeaten Canada so far. Canada looking to finish off this round-robin play a perfect 4-0, but they've got to come from behind here in the second half if they want to do so. Travis Eldridge back with you on LSN World Lacrosse Super Sixes. Erica Evans, a quick shot. As Canada starting with possession after they held on to it, a player down, but we're back to even strength now. 5-on-5 lacrosse here early in the third quarter. Haudenosaunee led 6-3 before Canada got one late there in the second quarter. Caused turnover here, Evans. 1-on-1. Evans feeds it, looking for Kinna. Shot just wide. Excuse me, that was Delana Williams she was finding. Pretty good opportunity for Canada. If you missed the first half, Paige Crandall with 11 saves for Team Haudenosaunee. One of the big stories, keeping them up. As it looks like, is that out of bounds? Or is that a foul? No, we got a foul call in Canada. A push on that far sideline. So Team Haudenosaunee goes right back up a player. Woman up situation again.
Let's get one!
Tamia Bomberry in there with number 12, Avery Doran. Now Porter. Porter with a pair, number 13 in purple. Lazor's shot is saved. Save number 5 for Cameron Halsall. Halsall's been terrific in this tournament so far. Goalie out of Stony Brook. Gonna need a big second half from her, most likely to come from behind. Scored 23 goals, Canada did, against the Haudenosaunee yesterday. Pass deflected on its way through. Crandall comes out to make the play. Allison Foreman pushes it ahead. Porter floats it across behind everybody. A save by Halsall. It's a great look for Kennedy Cooper, but couldn't beat the goalie. Seen a bunch of those point-blank saves by Halsall in the last 2 days. Canada beat both England and the Haudenosaunee yesterday to start play. Already a win over England again. Beat them 15-8 just an hour or so ago. Another save by Crandall. Resets the shot clock and will keep possession here to Canada as it was last touched by the goalie. And we've got an early timeout. 30-second timeouts here in sixes. Now 13 saves for Paige Crandall. I guess some miscommunication. Haudenosaunee now will huddle up, as will Canada. For those new to watching this version of the sport, 30-second shot clock, 8-minute quarters. It is short, it is quick. Players and the goalies initiate the ball back into play after goals. The field is smaller, 70 by 36. It's supposed to emphasize tempo, fewer stoppages of play. And we have certainly seen that over the last 2 days. It has been a lot of fun. It is a fast-paced game. And it certainly emphasizes stick skills. I mean, we've seen much higher levels of play as all three teams, including England, have adjusted to playing together and have kind of sharpened their stick skills over the course of the weekend so far. And the play has been much crisper here on Saturday than we saw last night, day one of this event. Another stop by Crandall.
Okay,
She is having a standout game. Skip pass out top. Great look. Trice down on the doorstep, fakes and scores. That was just beautiful ball movement. Allie Trice with her first of the day, native of Syracuse, New York, currently, or just finished up her career at Pitt. Had a great grad student year as a defender. Canada trying to answer now, back down by 3. Step down shot, that's too easy for Crandall. She's seeing the ball too well to shoot it like that. 15 saves now for the Haudenosaunee keeper. Aaron pass, though, ends up in a Canadian stick. Here comes Annabelle Child, 1-on-3. No numbers for Canada. She'll pull it out. Child, feed down low, tough shot is off. That was Williams slicing through. But we do have a whistle. And it looks like it was delayed penalty on Team Haudenosaunee. Woman up for Canada. Trailing by 3. 4 goals, by far the fewest they have scored so far. Fewest goals they've scored in this tournament so far, 10 back in the opener against England yesterday. And there's number 5. Great ball movement. Canada cashes in. It was Erica Evans. She's got 3. Still a player down. Bomberry double teamed as she tries to kill off some clock, and she's called for the foul. Gives it right to back to Canada, as now we're back to even strength. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. 2-goal game once again. Chevrolet spins, draws all sorts of attention. Zizikovic gives it up. Doorstep, another stop by Crandall. Kick save. Child the rebound. Canada a fresh 30 seconds. Child in front, another stop. 6 saves in this quarter alone for Paige Crandall. What a performance. It shows you just the impact a goalie can have in sixes. She is red hot. Turnover, Child quickly ahead. Kidda, full head of steam. breakaway. Kinna behind the backstop by Crandall. Got a body in front of it and stopped the breakaway. Win today by Team Haudenosaunee assures themselves a spot in the gold medal game tomorrow at noon Eastern time. Looking to pick up their second win of the day. As the loose ball is scooped up by Lottie Gill. She pushes it forward. Shot clock was winding down. Shot clock violation. Still a 2-goal Haudenosaunee lead. Under 2 minutes to play in the third. Evans pass, little off for Zizikovic. Back in play for Team Haudenosaunee. Gill loses it though. Picked up by Zizikovic, up ahead, Annabelle Child, no, excuse me, Matsuoka. Alex Matsuoka with her first today, and it's a 1-goal game. Costly turnover for Team Haudenosaunee. Can't put that much pressure on Paige Crandall.
Go, Red!
Bomberry keeps it alive. Floated inside, too tall. And that is out of bounds off of Team Haudenosaunee. 7-6 game, Canada chance to tie. Looking to tie it for the first time in this second half. MacArthur ran into her own player. Another stop by Crandall. Another example of why spacing is so important. Gotta have the spacing set so you have the lanes to be able to try to dodge through. Trice all the way around the cage.
Go, Red, let's go, Red!
Shot wide. But last touch by Housel, they'll give her a save. So it stays with Team Haudenosaunee. That was Paisley Cook looking for her third. Feet inside, bouncer is wide from Lottie Gill. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. So Canada able to get one back. However, Team Haudenosaunee still with a 1-goal lead. Should be an entertaining fourth quarter here from Oshawa. We'll show it to you when we come back. You're watching World Lacrosse Super Sixes on LSN. Travis Eldridge back with you, and Team Haudenosaunee trying to surprise everybody. They've got a 1-goal lead over Canada as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Third and final game of this day here for the World Lacrosse Super Sixes at Civic Stadium Field in Oshawa, Ontario. It's the first Sixes tournament held by Lacrosse Canada. It's been an entertaining one so far. Canada has dominated, as you might expect, the reigning World Games gold medalists to do. But Team Haudenosaunee has them challenged as we enter the fourth quarter. A lot of that thanks to Paige Crandall, the goalie for Team Haudenosaunee, with 19 saves through 3 quarters. She has just been an absolute standout. Fawn Porter, Paisley Cook with a pair of goals each, leading the way in a 7-6 lead. I have the feeling that Canada offensively can't be held this quiet for this long, so Team Haudenosaunee likely going to have to put in a couple more goals if they want to walk away with a win. As that pass is off, out of bounds off of Canada. So a good defensive start for Team Haudenosaunee. This is Cook already with 2. Trice, former Pitt Panther, played her grad student year with the Panthers, and Canadian star Emily Boissonneau, head coach there for Pitt. That one not, no, it was touched by Housel, or at least a Canadian defender, so out of bounds off of Canada. The shot clock ran out. However, if it hit the goalie, that would trigger a shot clock reset. That's what the officials are going to get together and talk about. If it hits the goal or the goalie, the shot clock resets to 30. So the question is, did it hit Halsall? Was it technically a save to reset the shot clock, or did it hit another Canadian player and go out of bounds? And they're going to say that it's going to be a fresh 30-second. So Team Haudenosaunee gets an extra possession out of this. Actually, no, they're not going to give it to him. Actually, put the shot clock down to 7, now down to 4. Winding around, Cooper shot wide. But that one was saved by the Canadian keeper, Halsall. So now a fresh 30. Extended offensive possession. Doran. Feeds to Foreman, she has to get out of trouble. Spin move, Doran feeds. Tough angle and a shot to score. Lazor scored, and then it triggers a penalty. So woman down for Canada. As Team Haudenosaunee goes up by 2, and they keep possession. There's delayed penalty there. Goal counts and a possession player up for the team in purple. Lazor again, this time the bounce shot is wide. Alana Zizukovic called for the penalty, 1 minute for slashing. Arabella Lazor, that her first goal of the day. Canada off the post. Resets the shot clock. Some funky spin as that one hit the pipe, but tracked down by Porter. Intercepted, almost. That was a great anticipation by Erica Evans. She's just been all over the field today. Evans picks it up. Looking for a trailer. He's got Child. Nice job by Haudenosaunee to get back. Matsuoka scored in that third quarter. Kinna feeds. Coming onto the field with Zizukovic as the penalty's released. Back to even strength. Loose ball at midfield. Child has it now. Kinna floats it ahead, and it's a shot clock violation. They had Evans, but not enough time to get a shot off. 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, still a 2-goal Haudenosaunee lead. E for the Haudenosaunee. Get settled sets, decent looks. Quick turnovers are your enemy at this point, up by 2. And we've got another penalty. Another slash on Canada. Another woman up for Haudenosaunee. Big opportunity. Go up 3 here with less than 5 minutes to play. Be huge. Bouncer off the pipe and kept out. Cameron Halsall living by the saying that the pipe is a goalie's best friend. Comes up with the save. Canada is down a player, but they can kill off a lot of this penalty now. They're 4 on 5. See if they can do something offensively too. Evans looking for space, gets her defender to fall down, but shoots wide. Everything but the finish. Vaughn Porter.
Right on it.
Gives it up, wide open, good look for Cook, but saved by Halsall. Long range outlet, penalties released. Here comes Kinna. Scores! It's a 1-goal game. Third of the day for Megan Kinna. It was like hockey. Player coming out of the penalty box. Kinna was wide open, perfectly timed as Haudenosaunee made the save. Ali Trice, excuse me, just the second goal for Kinna. As Annabelle Child picks it up, wide open, Kinna again. Oh, it's off the pipe, she gets her own rebound. Wallace, she'll settle it down. What an opportunity that was for Megan Kinna. But Paige Crandall got some help from her pipe. Driving in, kick save by Crandall, rebounds Zizakovic. Canada keeps possession. Wallace looking for space. Good luck, bouncer finds the back of the net. Delano Williams ties it up at 8. And we lost the ball in the cage there for a second. As this is an all-new ball game. Canada comes back from down 2 and a quick turnover. Out of bounds. Canada a chance to take their first lead of the second half.
Canada goal, number 15, Delano Williams. Assist number 8, Delano Zizakovic.
2 minutes to play in a tie game.
Here we go, Purple!
Patience being shown by this Canadian offense. Kinna draws all the eyes of the Haudenosaunee defense. Nice spin move. Shot off the post. Kicks out. Canada keeps a fresh 30 seconds of the shot clock. Skip pass, tough to handle there for a second by MacArthur, but she keeps possession. Child, back to Kinna here on the near side. Has space down the alley. Turned back, Kinna floats it. Shot clock winding down. All the way around, MacArthur stopped, and then it hit the post to stay out. 21 saves for Paige Crandall. Haudenosaunee a chance to take the lead, and we'll have a timeout by Cam Bomberry, their head coach. 1:02 to play, all tied at 8. This game has just been terrific. Terrific final stanza here to play. Heck of a job by Canada to come from behind. They've got some key stops by Cameron Halsall, causing some turnovers, but equally as good as Haudenosaunee been at keeping Canada at bay. I mean, how good has Paige Crandall been? Over 20 saves now. And a chance for Haudenosaunee to take the lead back here. Fawn Porter and Paisley Cook, the two multi-goal scorers for them, both with 2 apiece. The Burns sisters each with 1. Lazor and Trice with a goal apiece as well. Avery Doran, who had the 4 goals against England earlier today, she's been held without a goal. Keep an eye on her, number 12. She's got the ball now. Doran spins. Opportunity goes in off the post. Nice job by Halsall to cut off the angle. Annabelle Child brings it across. We're under a minute to play, and now Canada will take the timeout with the possession. Chance for head coach Sean Williams to diagram something. How good is this? Starting to get the feel of a basketball game where one team has an opportunity late. They take the timeout, they get their offensive set, can't get a bucket to go. So now the other team has their chance. Their coach calls the timeout. And we'll see what Sean Williams can draw up. Obviously a great mind in the box game. We've seen what he can do coaching as an assistant and then also as a player in the NLL. Have to think some of those box instincts come into play here when trying to diagram a play late. And this is all uncharted territory. We saw some close games like this coming down to the final possessions of World Games, but not a ton. So every time we get a chance to see late game situations in sixes, it's a learning experience for everybody involved. Canada trying to execute here.
10 seconds. Let's go, ladies.
Kinna on the near side. Looking for something, nothing there. And it's a shot clock violation. They never got a shot off. So Haudenosaunee, 10 seconds left. Don't have a chance at the last shot. Lazor ahead. Saved by Halsall. Rebound. Scored! Doran! It counts! One second remaining, and that'll do it! Avery Doran, the hero! Team Haudenosaunee wins 9-8. First goal of the game for Avery Doran. She had a huge game against England earlier today. The Brown commit, the hero for Team Haudenosaunee, as they celebrate a win over Team Canada. How good was that? They got the ball with 10 seconds remaining. Quickly get it across midfield. And it's Avery Doran, the individual effort to go top shelf and beat Cameron Halsall for the game-winning goal. That game just had it all. What an effort by both teams. And we're going to get this game again in the gold medal game tomorrow. Team Haudenosaunee with the 2 wins. That'll eliminate England from the possibility of playing in the gold medal game, as both Canada and Haudenosaunee each with a couple of victories. Canada finishes round robin play 3-1. Haudenosaunee will finish off with England tomorrow, but they are guaranteed a spot in that gold medal game. We will have these same 2 teams in action tomorrow, noon Eastern time, after the Haudenosaunee take on England at 10 a.m. And I can't imagine why you wouldn't want to come back and watch this as we honor the players of the game here. We'll see who it is for both these teams before we say goodbye. Can't imagine. It's Avery Doran, the player of the games. Obviously scored the game winner, though. Paige Crandall was absolutely magnificent. And Erica Evans with a trio of goals for Canada, who is the player of the game for the Canadians. Well, what a moment for Team Haudenosaunee. That is a monumental win for this program as they knock off Canada 9-8. They beat the reigning World Games gold medalists in dramatic fashion. Well, we will be back here tomorrow starting 10 a.m. Eastern time on LSN. We'll have Team Haudenosaunee in England to finish off round robin play, and then the gold medal game at noon. But for now, we say so long from Canada. For our entire crew, I'm Travis Eldridge. Thanks so much for watching World Lacrosse Super Sixes on LSN.